A new game mobile will be the best topic to talk about because you will get the new experience and get more excited after knowing which game that is worth playing in 2026. Once you watch this channel, I would highly recommend you all to subscribe to this channel because we always give you the new game so you won't miss any updates. Top 11 New Games Mobile 2026 Best New Game Android 2026. You guys can support this channel by sending a super thanks, and our team will appreciate that. The 7 Deadly Sins Origin. All of the players should play this game, it looks so good. Because this game has officially released, and also if it has a seamless open world, which means we can explore the open world without seeing any loading screen. So you guys can really explore the world and enjoy the immersive world because we can jump, run, climbing, tasks, we can dive under the water. So we can see how the panorama under the water is, and it looks so magnificent, and I'm sure everyone would love to see it. We can change the character between each other up to 3 characters. Also, every characters will have their own special and unique ability with a different kind of element that will help you all in exploration. Like we can freeze the water, step on the icy water, so it really helps you all to play it way more interesting. The combat mechanism is a hack and slash in a fast-paced combat. You will be amazed with the flashy effect it has. If you are a fan of 7 Deadly Sins, then you guys will get the exact storyline and also the conversation and the dialogue from the movie. Try to always find a hidden spot to get the treasure chest, but always keep active on moving the screen and rotate the point of view of your camera. But before you download this game, you must know how the game size is. It's more than 10 GB in total. Absolutely the best new game mobile 2026. Sea of Stars. I'm so happy having a top-class pixel art on mobile because this game's genre has its own fanatic fans. They don't even care how old you are or what is your gender, but the fans will always overcome to see the highest quality pixel art game. So this game was made on Nintendo Switch, but now we can enjoy the whole content on mobile, this is a great move, so the developer will get a wider audience. We will start with 2 teenagers where we can pick one of each character, but in the end we can switch the character in between. Select the best level of adventure you want to have, like a casual, normal, or hard. You guys need to learn how to deflect the incoming attack or do an extra move by tapping the button on the right timing, which means all players need to understand how the game combat is work. Overall, it has a lot of puzzles that we need to solve, but they all are good for the beginner, so it will not make you all stressed. Even though it's a premium game, trust me, it's pretty worth playing. I really hope more of the game's developer will come with this new game standard. The Division Resurgence. This game is absolutely amazing with a PC quality level. Unfortunately, even the Snapdragon Elite spec can't handle the highest graphic. I think the developer are not optimized the graphic yet. I really hope they will actively update the game so every player will have a great experience playing such a high quality ARPG game. By the way, this game is action based but will play in a shooter base. Playing the game in multiplayer mode to clear the quest much faster, it will help us a lot to make everything become way more easier. In fact, in one mission, the player should be able to kill a massive number of enemies at once. In single stage, it will take about 15 minutes, which is pretty long. Before we start the combat, we should make an option to pick and select one class, and each of the classes can be used their own special ability. The best strategy to win is we should always find the cover behind the object like an abandoned car or a wall and hit the target on the right timing. Best new game mobile 2026. Paint Brawl. This game is a new brand multiplayer on mobile that we can play in a real time within the other. The matchmaking seems pretty fast, that indicate how massive the players are playing it right now. The main goal is pretty simple, a team with the most painted area will become the winner. We need to pick the best weapon carefully because some weapon of the gun will have a better paint suit than the other. We need to be concerned about keeping painting on the whole area and try to not be out of focus. Once we get too distracted by trying knocking down the enemies, we will probably fall behind the other score. Borderlands Mobile. Wow, 1x1 PC or a console game come to mobile, and surprisingly this game has a very good optimization and runs super well on mobile platform. Unfortunately, it's only available on iOS at the moment. Hopefully it will come to the Android version as well. The game is one of the most stunning visual games that I have ever seen. At the beginning, we'll listen off the actual voiceover of a certain character, and I'm sure all of you notice which voice is that. once you are a veteran of the Borderlands game on the PC version. The gameplay is pretty simple, we just need to wipe all of the enemies by using a gun. We can switch two of the main primary weapons freely. Jumping action is the only extra movement we actually can do. Lock and aim the target on the further distance to kill the target easier. Absolutely the best new GameMobile 2026. Supercars Gang Auto. This game is a new brand open world game, but we should play it in a racing car base. But actually there is another features that will be so interesting to do, which is free world. So the player can explore the city by driving a car. You can learn how to navigate the car in that mode. I really love how easy we can control and navigate the car. Even if you are a newbie, trust me, you all will be able to learn how to drive within a few first minutes. You don't have any tutorial at all. I think the developer made an auto driving assist mechanism that makes us can play it much easier. The graphics look so good for a new game that has a very small size, just under 1 GB, but the game's visuals are outstanding. In-game, we can release the Nitro to speed up the acceleration. Best new game Android and iOS 2026. Void Hunters. I love to see any new game, especially with a turn-based concept, because right now this game's genre is pretty rare to find nowadays, especially it comes with no anime art style, which is in a realistic character design. One more time, I will be so happy to see any developer who tries to make something new and try to break the trend. Because I'm sure there are a lot of players waiting for a realistic graphic just like this game. The combat mechanism is super simple. All of the characters will have their own energy indicator that will be filled up by themselves every new turn comes. So we don't have to focus on a certain hero to wait for the energy indicator to reach the maximum, because everyone has the same amount of energy that will be recharged automatically. The storyline is quite heavy and deep. You will not get any humor or fun story along with the dialogue. Best new game RPG for mobile 2026. Black Extraction Rider. This is a new brand of shooter base that just come to mobile, but right now the game is on development, which is in early access. But don't worry, because this game will come globally. It has an English version already, so we just let the developer to update and optimize the game a little bit more to be ready on global release. But honestly, the gameplay is running amazingly right now, and I think it's ready to release. Just see how smooth the gameplay through this video. What do you think? By the way, have set the graphic into the highest one. The gameplay is we need to reach the extraction point and defend a certain object from the incoming attack by the enemy. We can play solo or make a team up in a random matchmaking. Shoot the enemy from the distance with your main gun and you will get the gun since you started the game. Try to loot some more weapons around the building and check on every corner. Top new game 2026 for mobile. Mel Star Dive. Finally, this game was officially released on mobile and PC. After waiting for several years, they announced if this game has optimized amazingly on any platform. Male and female characters are available to use, so it's a good game for every player, and I will appreciate it because most of the anime games nowadays are only focusing on the female characters only. But Mel Star Dive comes with a male character with a very cool design. Capture the pet and combine the pet together to have a better result with a higher grade and bigger power. The combat mechanism is pretty dynamic with a great action camera angle, who will easily deliver a perfect action game on the mobile platform. We can switch the character, release an ultimate skill, and also make a good preparation anytime to power up the hero's strength. We'll get so many special cutscenes with a great cinematic visual. Absolutely the best new open world game 2026 games for Android and iOS and also PC. Honor of Kings World. This game became the most played ARPG on mobile right now. The game officially released on a different platform, which are for PC and also mobile. If you love to play the next level of open world game, I would highly recommend it to you. The developer announced if it will release on a multi-platform globally. That's why I put this game on this list. I will try to be honest about what I experienced. It has a Chinese theme base, especially from the main character's outfit. I know some of you don't love to see it, but trust me, they add a combination of a Japanese anime art style as well. Male and female characters will come with their own primary weapons, adjust your playstyle then. Explore the realistic world with your flying action, gliding, swimming, and even we can do a very interesting movement, which is a flying skateboard. Hack and slash is the main gameplay, grappling the monster on the air, making a combos as your combination button needs. Honor of Kings World is a AAA game mobile 2026. Wax Mobile Battle Royale. This game has a team deathmatch concept where the player needs to make a great selection on a certain gun based on the weapon that's available, such as SMGs, rifles, sniper, or LMGs. The main gameplay is absolutely easy to understand. The player needs to reach the highest score by killing the enemy's team first. Once the score reaches the maximum, then we will have a chance to pick the other weapon again. Locking the target from a distance, aiming and hiding behind the object or wall will be the best strategy you all can do. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.